Hello students, in this video I am going to discuss about one more important result, which is a consequence of Cauchy's theorem, that is Cauchy's integral formula. Why we have to use this Cauchy's integral formula, that we have to understand first. Suppose if a function g of z, which has a singular point say a, then it can be expressed in the form of f of z by z minus a, where a is a singular point which occurs only once. Then the function g of z is not analytic inside any closed curve C containing the point A. In such case, the function g of z is not analytic inside C, so that the integral of g of z over C dz cannot be directly evaluated, or we can't say that its integral value is 0 using Cauchy's theorem. So in such case, to evaluate integral of such kind of functions, we have to study Cauchy's integral formula. So the integral c g of z dz can be written as integral c f of z by z minus a dz. So we are going to use Cauchy integral formula for evaluating integrals of the type integral c f of z by z minus a, where the numerator function f of z is analytic inside and on C, where C is a simple closed curve containing the point A. So the statement of the Cauchy's integral formula is this one: if f of z is analytic inside and on a closed curve C containing the point A, then integral C f of z by z minus a dz is equal to 2 pi I times of value of the function f at the point A. So we apply Cauchy's integral formula when the function f of z is analytic and inside on a simple closure curve C and containing the point A inside of this one, then integral c f of z by z minus a dz can be evaluated by the formula 2 pi I times of value of the function at A. This is known as the Cauchy's integral formula. Now further, the formula can be generalized and named as Cauchy's generalized integral formula. So what is this Cauchy's integral generalized integral formula? Means here the Cauchy integral formula, integral c f of z by z minus a dz, that is 2 pi I times of f of a is here. So now we are differentiating on both sides of this equation with respect to a partially. Then we get integral c f of z by z minus a whole square. I am differentiating with partially with respect to a, so denominator z is the treated as constant, its derivative is 0. A is the variable whose derivative is 1, coefficient is minus 1, so we get minus 1 dz is equal to right hand side 2 pi I times of f dash of a. So we have this one as and integration derivative of this 1 by z minus a, which is minus 1 by x square form, so we get minus also. So total value will become integration over c f of z by z minus a whole square dz is equal to 2 pi I times of f dash of a. Now again differentiating this result, suppose if we name this one as equation 1, now this as equation 2, so differentiating 2 again partially with respect to a on both sides, we can see that integral c f of z by the denominator will become z minus a whole cube, and the factor that we get is minus 2 times of minus 1 dz is equal to 2 pi I times of f double dash of a. So now we can write as integral c f of z by z minus a whole cube dz is equal to 2 pi I by 2 factorial, this minus 2 into minus 1, which is 2, so taking into the denominator 2 pi by 2 factorial into f double dash of a. Now again differentiating this one partially with respect to a on both sides, we can see that integral c f of z by z minus a whole power 4 dz is equal to 2 pi I by 3 factorial f triple dash of a. So generalizing this one, we can get integration c f of z by z minus a whole power n plus 1 dz is equal to 2 pi I by n factorial fn of a, where this one is considered as the generalized Cauchy integral formula for evaluating the integrals of the form f of z by z minus a whole power n plus 1, where the right hand side value is the function value whose nth derivative is carried first. In that we substitute the point z equal to a. So this is known as the Cauchy's generalized integral formula. The formula Cauchy's integral formula, which is 1, and this Cauchy's generalized integral formula are useful in evaluating integrals of this kind. Now you can see one problem related to this. Evaluate integral c z square plus 4 by z minus 3 dz, where c is the circle mod z equal to 5. So here you can write f of z as z square plus 4 by z minus 3. First we find the singular points, so the point at which the function fails to be analytic. So the singular points are given by equating the denominator z minus 3 to 0. So we can get z equal to 3. If you observe the circle, C is the circle mod z equal to 5. So now we substitute z equal to 3 in mod z equal to 5. So that gives you mod of 3, which is 3 less than 5. This is the radius of the circle. So the point z equal to 3 lies inside C. So one cannot apply Cauchy's theorem as the function f of z square plus 4 by z minus 3 is not analytic inside C. So in such case we can apply Cauchy integral formula. So by Cauchy integral formula, so I am naming this one as g of z. So g of z is not analytic. By Cauchy integral formula, integral C f of z by z minus a dz is equal to 2 pi I times of f of a. Now here in this problem, f of z that can be taken as z square plus 3 in order to apply Cauchy integral formula. So we can get integral C z square plus this is z square plus 4 z square plus 4 by z minus 3 dz equals to 2 pi I times of f of 3. That is 2 pi I times of f of 3 means substituting z equal to 3 in z square plus 4. So 2 pi I times of 3 square plus 4, which gives you 2 pi I times of 9 plus 4 13. So the answer is 26 pi I. So integral of z square plus 4 by z minus 3 dz, where c is certainly mod z equals to 5, is given by 26 pi I. So in this way we can evaluate the integral of such functions.